Welcome along, everybody, to my watch along for practice 2 for the 2025 Formula 1 British Grand Prix. We had a banging practice 1, so many things happening, so many things to talk about. So let's do it all again for practice 2. Now, if it's your first time here, welcome on into the stream. This is how it works. You got my face here, you got the live timings here, you got the session timer down the bottom left that you can sync on up with, and you got lovely Twitch chat that you can type in. So if you're watching right now over on Twitch or YouTube, come and join us on Twitch. We're live every single Grand Prix weekend for every single session. Now, I cannot show the broadcast live as it is subject to copyright, but find a place where you can watch the broadcast yourself and join us in chatting all about practice. And obviously be sure to join me tomorrow as well for qualifying and the race. Anyways, let me get the timings up. Let's get on into the session. But yeah. Channel point predictions are up in Twitch chat. Who will finish first in practice 2? Get your channel points in. Oh, there's yellow flag already? No, don't worry. That's because the session is about to begin. 26,000. All right, let me get the timer up. 59. 40. Right, timer's up. Sync on up. I think we're live on YouTube as well, so I got to set a couple things up before that session began. We are good. We are good. Whoa! 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 Holy shit! What the fuck, Falcon? Thank you for the 20 gifted subs. I did not expect that. Thank you, bro. Holy crap. I actually think that's one of my biggest single, like, gift sub amounts I've ever had on the stream. So, Falcon, thank you so much for the 20 bomb. Guys, if you got a gifted sub from Falcon, be sure to say thank you. W's in chat for Falcon. Holy shit. Oh my lord. I feel like I need to do a dance for you right now. Heaps of people, heaps of good people got their sub as well. So, yeah, Falcon, thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate it. Really, yeah, I think it's always like 5s and 10s and stuff like that, but I've rarely seen a 20s. So, dude, thank you so much. That means a lot, man. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, your first time gifting subs to the stream as well, and to drop fucking 20, goated, man. Thank you so much, guys. W's in chat. W's in chat for Falcon. Sup, Simple Gamer. Sup, Mickey. Holy crap, what's up, Chew? Falcon, thank you, man. Thank you. That is insane. Oh my god, I feel like I just spoke so much. I felt like I was about to faint. I almost fainted. You know when your like eyes just disconnect from your head for a second? You almost made me faint. Oh my god, my neck. Yeah, 10s and 5s are very common. I'll wait another week and then drop another trade. No, you don't have to do that at all, Falcon. Appreciate it, man. Means a lot, man. Means a lot. Did we hit? I think we hit the sub. We hit the sub goal as well. Holy crap. Legend. Legend. We hit the 160 sub goal. And we got a hype train going. Damn. Falcon, you just popped off. Thank you so much, dude. And SS Blue Fox, thank you so much for the 2-month resub with Tier 1. Really do appreciate it, man. Appreciate you supporting the stream for 2 months now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also on TikTok, we just got a bunch of gifts as well. Barrack, D, Harrison, thank you, guys. Is there an earthquake? What the fuck's happening in my room right now? My whole room is shaking. I think it's just the washing machine downstairs. Holy crap. Oh, wait, you came from YouTube, Falcon. I was going to say, yeah, now I've just seen your fucking YouTube message. But yeah, Falcon, thank you so much. I'm so bad at thanking people, so I just repeat myself over and over again. So to save you from just me saying the same thing over and over again, thank you. It means a lot, man. It honestly does mean a lot. And Sunrai, what the fuck is happening right now? Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Appreciate it, dude. Oh, no, you got the train going.
Damn, too late for the train.
I think. Oh no, we missed it. We missed it. But either way, I appreciate it, Sunrai. Appreciate it. Dave are covered with 1,000 bits. Now you've got. Wait, who's the 1,000 bit badge? Is it Mercedes? Who's the 1,000 bit badge in chat? Was it Ferrari? Either way, you've got a team's bit badge now. So let's go. Let's go. All right. Anyways, let's talk about practice. 4 minutes into the Piastri radio. Appreciate the support so much, guys. Okay, practice has just begun. We've got no live timings on the fucking broadcast. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, we had an interesting practice 1. V-Carb looks locked in. McLaren don't look as strong as you'd expect, but then again, it's just practice. Lewis looks good. Mercedes will probably end up being good because it's going to be colder conditions tomorrow and Sunday. So let's see how it all plays out. All right, what did I miss in chat before the session started? Late 80s, early 90s cars are the best looking, you reckon? I don't know, something about the old cars don't look as appealing to me. Like, they look very classic, don't get me wrong, but they don't look as cool to me as the modern day Formula 1 cars. And I don't even think that's nothing to do with being a new fan or anything like that, because I love the 2005 cars, you know, the 2007, 2008. I think it's just, I don't know, they just look a bit older and they look a bit slower. I love how technologically advanced they look from like the 2000s onwards, you know? This won't be controversial to watch. This was actually, they actually weren't equal. I feel like coming to Silverstone 2021, they were quite close on pace. Verstappen on the sprint, it was clear. Yeah, true, but then Lewis found that pace the following day, I feel. Boom, into the wall he goes. That's for all the kids out there. Yeah, 10-second pen was ridiculous for that. Simple Gamer, Mickey, on the stream. Apex, what's up? I'm surprised no one is talking about the fact McLaren are probably going to set the record for most constructors' points in a season. True. They got 2 drivers on it in a season where there's so many points up for grabs. They probably are. Good point. How's it going, dude? On the stream. Also, Drip Ferrari, Ranex, King Ross, 88, Afo, T. Kraus, thank you guys for the follows, and Oscar. Oh, yeah, I saw that on the broadcast, on the live broadcast before, but the commentators didn't mention it. I was worried that Sal would go on the way of Lando, but it didn't affect him too bad. And then what's happened to Liam? Is Liam being impeded? Oh, is that a Ferrari? No, it's a Haas. Oh, Liam's pissed. I swear, Liam and Hadja they get blocked by everyone. Every single, whether it's practice, qualifying, they're getting blocked every single session. They just get targeted, I swear. But Oscar, thank you so much for the 5-month resub with Prime Gaming. Really do appreciate it, dude. And Apex Revolution, they were the following. He was watching on YouTube until I saw the link. Well, let's go. Thank you again, man. Really, 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 really do appreciate it. Opinion on the McLaren livery. I like it a lot. I love the chrome. Again, I think my favorite, I've decided now, my favorite car of all time in Formula 1 is the 2008 McLaren. It is so fucking sexy. I saw it in real life yesterday. And I came my pants. It's so fucking good. I love the chrome. And I'm so sad that Mercedes don't use silver as much anymore. And I'm so sad that McLaren aren't silver anymore or chrome anymore. Chrome is just elite. So seeing it on on this year's special British Grand Prix livery. It's so good. Oh my god, so many people are saying lap times right now. Max is pushing on the mediums. He's going to go up to the top. Have we got another weekend where the soft tire is just useless? Is that what's happening? Or it's just everyone on mediums right now? Excuse me. Where are you watching? I'm watching F1 TV right now, Reese. Is Hamilton looking quick? He topped FP1, so yes. Bro, I don't know what it is. So many people have been saying I look like Liam lately. Maybe because he's changed his hairstyle, so like it looks more similar to my hair being down. But like yesterday at the McLaren event, I ran into 2 people and they were like, "You look like Liam," and I'm like, "What? Thank you, but I don't see it." Liam, mate, ain't you supposed to be like TikTok chat? It's gone from Pierre Gasly. It's gone from people commenting and coming into Twitch streams, into streams saying you look like Pierre Gasly to now Liam. I mean, the V-Cub jersey doesn't fucking help, but yeah. Podium is all we need. Yeah, Lewis podium would be amazing. Mate, you look like Lawson. Dude, what is up with everyone saying I look like Liam? 4 messages on Twitch, TikTok chat saying I look like Liam. I don't see it. I see Gasly, but I don't see Liam at all, other than being blonde, and that's about it. McLaren could have gone all chrome. Yeah, I don't know why they don't do all chrome. I feel like they're getting more and more each year, and then one year they'll just do all chrome. Max looking good, actually. Yeah, I mean, obviously, just the start of the session, so we'll see. The most points set in a season by a constructor in Formula 1 is 765, achieved by Mercedes during the 2016 season. And isn't McLaren on like 400 and something already, and we're only just now halfway through the season with 3 sprints to go? They're going to do it. They are going to do it. No, mate, you look like Hamilton. Yeah, true. Maybe put your hair more high and you'd look like Liam. Just run the joke and start saying he's your brother. No, I don't want to be weird. It's weird, right? Because I don't know how Matt Gallagher does it, right? Because I'm obviously a fan of Liam, like Liam a lot. He's my favorite driver. And obviously I would say like Max I'm a fan of, but I wouldn't say like I'm a fanboy of Max, if that makes sense. Like I'm just like, I like Max. He's my favorite driver at the front of the grid. Liam is like, I'm a fanboy. I've seen him, you know, through his junior career, stuff like that, right? And then when I got to meet Liam a few times and interview him a few times, like it's been completely chill. But since the last time I interviewed him, he's actually been in the sport, driving. I've been like cheering him on, you know what I mean? Like being a fan of him. So then when I was at the VCarb launch event the other day, it was like weird because it's like, I don't want him to see me as a fan. Or like, you know what I mean? I don't want him to think like, oh, what the fuck? Like there's a creepy fan over there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying, I don't think he thinks that, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't want to come across as a fan, but at the same time in content, I'm going to cheer on Liam. I'm going to be a fan because I am a fan. You know what I mean? I don't know how Matt Gallagher does it. I don't know how Matt Gallagher goes on his stream and on videos and stuff and just like, I love Charles so much. Like, Charles is so sexy and hot. And then just casually interviews him like the next week. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you can do that. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't, man. It was weird. It's weird. I don't know. It's like something in my back of my head. Like, I don't think I'm like this weird fan, but like at the same time in content, it helps to like pick a driver, become a fan of them. You know what I mean? Anyways, what does Liam look like you? Exactly. So anyways, my point was, I don't want to go around being like, you know how some people like go into the like, you remember that guy that looked like Lewis Hamilton? He went around pretending to be Lewis. Like, I feel like that's weird. So the last thing I want is to people to think like I'm trying to make myself look like Liam. Like, I don't even think I look like fucking Liam. You guys just keep coming in chat being like, it's Liam, we hop in the car. I think I look like Gasly, but I don't think I look like fucking Liam at all. In what world do you look like Gasly? The beard and the eyes. I see it. I used to see it a lot. The Chroma scene is a very corporate and reflected the team principal Ron Dennis. He wanted it to be seen as a very serious and not a personal hospitality team for the fans. Orange was a symbol of a more social media fan-centric team. Yeah, true. You look like Yuki. I've actually had someone say I look like Gasly and Yuki mixed, and I'm like, what? I don't see Yuki. Like, Yuki? Did Charles not call him babe or something too? Yeah, so I figured I'm just like, bro, like, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it. I think it comes from all those years where he interviewed drivers. It comes naturally. No, 100%. Sorry, that's not me. By the way, what I was saying, I'm not like dissing Matt Gallagher at all. 100% not doing that. My point is like in content, it makes sense to be a fan of a driver, like to fan over a driver. But when it comes to us being content creators, sometimes we get the opportunity to interview those drivers that we're a fan of. And like, we don't want to be fanboys because we're not. We kind of do play it up a little bit to the camera. But like the last thing I want, you know what I mean? Like I can't imagine like Leclerc sees a clip of Matt being like, "Come on, Charles, you're so hot," and then you know interview him the next day. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like weird. It's like, it's weird to think that the way TikTok and social media is nowadays, F1 drivers 100% see the content that some of us content creators put out. Like, it's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, they scroll their feeds. They're going to get F1 on their feed. They're going to see these videos. You know, I've literally been in during the Quadrant Virtual GP, Liam literally joined the call and went, "Wait, Hayden, you pop up on my TikTok all the time." And Max always refers to stuff on Instagram Reels on his stream. Lando definitely scrolls social media. Like, they see this shit. You know what I mean? It's so weird. Put a picture up of a side-by-side of you and Liam. You look like if Gasly, Liam, and Button. Button! That's the first I've ever heard Button. Face and cheeks of Yuki. Okay. Happy 4th to those of the US. Oh, it's July 4th, isn't it? What even does July 4th mean? Is that just like America Day? Is that basically what it is? Who are these people? F1 TV has new fucking presenters every week. Ever since they lost Will Buxton and James Hinchcliffe, they've been having a new person on every week. Yeah, tomorrow and Sunday are gonna be much cooler. I think Russell is gonna cook. You're in the Red Bull garage. Max is with you. Damn. How'd you get in there? No more British taxes for America. Wait, what? Independence Day, right? E1 and Apex. Thank you guys for the follows. Lee Mackenzie's been in F1 for a while. It's my first time I've ever seen her. At least on the F1 TV broadcast. S Flaviator, they were the follow. That wasn't me being like, who's this? Get her off the broadcast. It's more me being like, it's crazy to me how F1 TV have just been trying so many different people, I think, to try find a replacement for, because obviously Laura Winter's taken a more like big role with Willa Buxton going, and then they need to find someone to replace her, and then so yeah. I love Chris Medlin. I hope Chris Medlin's on more of the broadcast more. She's normally on Channel 4, I think. Right. Apex Revolution. Thank you so much for the sub, dude. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming with the tier 1. Max is still not happy with that car. But yeah, Apex, thank you so much for subbing to the stream for the first time, dude. Really do appreciate it. To be fair, Matt didn't have those streams where he was playing with Leclerc as well as Norris. If you play with Lawson as much as he did, too, you'd probably relax a lot too. But I get what you're saying. Well, it's not about relaxing. I was very relaxed around Liam when I got to interview Liam last year and film my video. It's 100% my favorite video and piece of content that I've ever done because I was so natural with Liam. It was my second time interviewing him. He follows me on Instagram. Like we had a chat before the interview. Like I'm very chill around him. It's more just like. The last thing I want is for yellow flag. Oh. Did you hear James? James on the F1 TV broadcast was like, oh, signs are spun. Anyways, and just continued talking. His driver literally spins and he just doesn't even give a fuck. Okay, he's good. He's got going again. Anyways, what I was saying was like, I'm really chill around Liam, but it's more just like the last thing I want is for him or any driver to think I'm like a fanboy and the only thing I care about is like being a fan, whereas my main priority is to make the best content possible, you know what I mean? Oh my god. Oh, he almost hit the Ferrari in front as well. Also, he almost rejoined in that Sauber, which was scary. Holy. Is it hammer time? I mean, Lewis was on it at FP1. Yeah, watch. Okay. I don't know why he did that. Why didn't you leave the Sauber to go past? If I was a content creator, I'd be worried what I'd say about Gasly. Well, you're a big Gasly fan. V-Cub looks scary this week. Scarily good. If Liam and Hedger cook, that'd be a loop. Zemenzo, they were the follow. I think Vettel had a lot of strange interactions with Lee Mackenzie. Integration with Lee Mackenzie. Wait, who's Lee Mackenzie? Was that the broadcast lady before? The trackside reporter just before on F1 TV we were talking about. Liam Lawson, this you. Holy crap, bruh. I don't think I look like Liam at all. Alright, so there's wind for signs. Leclerc goes up to the top, but Ferrari. Why did Ferrari do this? Why do they only make their car good at their home Grand Prix? Like last year, Monaco and Italy. This year, Monaco, Silverstone, and probably Monza at this point. What are your top 4 for race day? Right now, it looks like Ferrari and McLaren. And if it rains such as cold, I think Russell in the mix as well. You sound exactly like him too. I mean, I grew up in New Zealand, so that helps. For people who don't know, by the way, while we're on the topic of Liam and me looking like him, and even though I completely disagree, if you haven't seen, go on the Quadrant YouTube channel. I did a video where I went undercover as an F1 driver, and I obviously picked Liam because we're same age, similar accent, and I know his career off by heart. So, yeah, I tried to fool. Well, I did. I fooled the entire internet into thinking I was Liam. So, if you want to watch that video, highly recommend. Bio Lolo, there with the bullet. Charles vs. Lewis battle will be interesting here. Yeah. Oh, here we come. Lewis 3/10 up, 4/10 up on Leclerc right now. This is looking so good for Lewis right now. Look, as much as I would not mind and I'd love Lando to win, I just want Lewis to win more because we've not had a Lewis win this season. And a Russell win as well. A Russell win with all the rumors this weekend would be so good. A Lewis win, his first win of the year at Ferrari, would be so good. Lando winning would be really good. There's anyone who wins this weekend, it's a good result. We've got 3 home heroes fighting for a win. We've got Piastri, where Piastri's probably going to be the least exciting one, but if he wins, I think the talk about Lando, like how Lando throws away a Silverstone win, because this year, this is not me being dramatic, this is me being realistic. This could be Lando's only opportunity to win a championship, because they have got a championship level car, and next year the new regs, they might not be good. This might be his only year to win a championship, win a championship, but this also might be his only year to win a British Grand Prix. So he will be trying everything to try to do that. Three tenths up on the Leclerc. I want to see McLaren do a push lap though on these mediums. Seeing how good Friday is today, I would fear Saturday and Sundays giving us much hope and do nothing. Yeah, they tend to get worse as the weekend goes on, to be honest, because they just change the car too much. They get lost. I don't know, but it's looking good so far. I feel bad for Lee McKenzie for the comments Vettel made about it. Wait, what did he say? Lewis always comes clutch at his own race. Like, damn, he's one on 3 wheels. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, obviously he's had the car combo for he's had that car to back him for so long, but I think he is just so good at Silverstone. Mega, thank you for the develop. That's the problem. There's so many good choices for a P1 prediction, and with rain in the air, it's just hard. Oh, 100%. Merck's coming out on a soft run now. Okay, interesting they didn't come out on the mediums. You're watching F1 Practice 2 on the TV. I see you've got a Lewis avatar, so you must be very happy with what you're seeing so far. Just remember, Hannah promised to be streaming by Silverstone, already on Fraud Watch. She said she was going to stream last year. She was going to stream the start of this year. She said she was going to stream before Montreal, after Montreal. She's just been so busy, but also she procrastinates way too hard like me. But I think after Goodwood, especially with the 2-week break and then the summer break, she should have plenty of time. There's no fucking excuses. You got fantasy in the mud, you have triple Aston? Well, get that shit out of here, fam. You got time to change it. Former chairman and CEO, Dalma AG. What the fuck is Dalma AG? Dalma AG. Dalma AG, also known as Mercedes-Benz Group. Oh. Dalma AG rebranded to Mercedes-Benz Group. Oh. Okay, so the former CEO of Mercedes. Wow. He must be rich as fuck. What the fuck? Someone's stolen a... Someone at Silverstone has stolen a part off of one of the historic cars. What a freak. So I got distracted. I started scrolling social to see if there's any new news, and I got distracted. All right, so Russell goes up to the top. Only 60 milliseconds up on softs. I mean, again, is that just because if you push on the softs, they just overheat? Maybe the medium's a better tire. Not gonna lie, I feel like Williams is gonna get a podium. Oh, I don't think so. I think VCarb's stronger this weekend, personally. Wow, Russell had to prove that. Until he's 1/10 up. Formula, thank you for the bullet. Prediction for podium. I can't decide, man. It depends on where. There's too many people in the mix right now. Silverstone just such a good track. Joe looks depressed, man. They need to put him in their car for an FP1. I don't think so. I think Joe's been giving good vibes. Liam, P4, 2/10 off of Antonelli. I told you that V-Carb's looking good, man. I don't know. Joe gives me the vibe of like he's accepted that his time in F1's come to an end, at least for now. Probably forever, but he, at least for now. And he's happy to travel the world being a reserve driver. Like, Joe and Liam Lawson give me the impression that they just love Formula One so much that they're happy to be a reserve driver and just be in the Formula One world, compared to other drivers who are like, fuck this, I just want to race, and they go to other series. For fuck's sake, it's going to give me a brain hemorrhage. Daimler, like the American dime. Wait, what? Joe is posting on Insta looking happy. Yes, I'm in. Dalma. Wait, what? Am I pronouncing that name wrong? I'm sorry. Who's your favorite F1 driver? My favorite drivers are Max and Liam. You like Max Verstappen. Why do you have a Lewis Hamilton profile picture then, if you like Max? I love how they put down the right screen, which turn... Wait. I love how they put down the right screen, which turn, and the name of the turn. Yeah, it's really helpful. It's all synced up. Who won FP1? Lewis topped FP1 this morning. I rather that Lewis wins on Sunday or set a new record for 10 wins at a home. It would be very tough to beat. Charles winning around would be also okay for me. I'm a Ferrari fan, or a Lewis fan, but I love Charles too. Yeah, 10 would be crazy. And to just win his first race of the season at his home Grand Prix would be insane. Do you get paid for being a reserve driver? Yeah, of course. I think you get paid pretty, I'd say a decent amount as well. I mean, you got to do a lot of sponsor activities. You got to be at the factory a lot. You got to come to the track a lot. Basically, you got to do all the same stuff that a driver has to do, except drive the actual F1 car. You still have to train, you still have to travel, you still have to go do simulator, probably more simulator work than the actual drivers. You're just not driving the car on the weekend. I would say, if I had to take a guess at how much a reserve driver earns per year, say a driver like Liam or Felipe Drugovich, or Bottas, or... Yeah. I would say maybe £200,000 a year, I would say. I mean, obviously someone like Bottas would be more because he's worth more. And someone like Frederick Vesti would be worth less because he's worth less. But yeah, I'd probably say like Liam, I reckon if I had to take a guess, his stint as a reserve driver for a few years for Red Bull, I would say he was probably earning 200k to 250k per year, pounds per year. I don't think they're earning 500 to 1 mil because that would be more than some drivers on the grid. Like, I think Yuki only earns, or for years only earned 250k. I think Hedge is only on 250k. Stuff like that. So I think, yeah, reserve driver wouldn't earn more than an actual driver. Like, how much did Liam Lawson earn as a reserve driver? 1 million per year. Like, that doesn't sound right. No way he was getting paid more as a reserve than Yuki as a main driver. If that's taken into account all his sponsors as well, fair enough, because Liam did have a fair few sponsors last year. But anyway. Need Russell to get his first home podium, man. Podium for Lando for his land stand, and then I need Kimmy. Has Lando got a podium at Silverstone before? He has, right? It's really tight at the top. What is that big fucking building, bro? It looks like a factory. And there we go. Norris now setting a soft lap time. Slow down, please. Slow down, please. No, I'm saying, sorry, has Norris had a podium at Silverstone before? Oh, 23 and 24. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I didn't read that message. Yeah, Russell needs a podium. That's a cool cam. I like that cam. Wait, there's not the grandstand that I sat in last year. It doesn't exist anymore. Why did they get rid of that? It was a cool spot. Three cents. To be fair, I was improving, so maybe if everyone else does a lap now, they'll improve. Excuse me. But that is a quick lap from Lando. Last year was a movie that in Norris panic on what wheel to choose. Oh yeah. That was crazy. I remember being in the stands. It was like jacket on, jacket off, jacket on, jacket off. Oh, Ferrari is 100% second fastest team right now. Mercedes is struggling. Max is struggling. To the point where even the V-Carbs are ahead of fucking Max right now. Unless Max goes up. Nope. Hadra is ahead of Max. Bruh. And Aston looked nowhere this weekend for their home Grand Prix. Wilson, they in the volley. I mean, it's not bad lap from Alonso, but still, I think Williams and V-Carb are much quicker. Holy shit! Apex Revolution! Thank you for the 5,000 bits, my guy. What the fuck? I appreciate that so much, man. What the fuck are you guys doing today? You guys have been popping off with the subs and bits. This is insane. And it's only Friday. Oh. Max. No, that actually looks smooth from Max. That looked fine from Max. What the fuck? But yeah, holy shit. Thank you so much, Apex Revolution. And all of you guys for the support this week. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, my plans going to Silverstone fell through, and I'm not as upset as I thought I would be, but it obviously does suck, you know, all my creative friends and fucking everyone else in England at the Grand Prix, and I'm at home streaming. So it means a lot, you know, all you guys tuning in and especially supporting as well. yeah, it means a lot to be able to, you know staying home. It's like I said, I was only gonna go on Thursday and Friday anyway, and then people are like, why don't you go Saturday, Sunday? It's your home Grand Prix. But like for me, the reason I love Formula One the most is I love making content about Formula One, and I love streaming Formula One and talking to you guys about Formula One. So I was never gonna go on Saturday and Sunday anyway. But now obviously my plans on Thursday, Friday fell through, so I'm home the whole weekend. So yeah, having you guys all tune on in and chatting and stuff like that, it means a lot. When plans like that fall through. Yeah, Apex, that's fucking insane. Thank you so much for the 5K. Wait, what bit badge do you have now? Wait, Sunrise. Wait, no, you've just got the number 2. Okay, wait, maybe your guys' bit badge aren't gonna show up. I've forgotten what the bit badges are. Bit badges are. Wait, let me have a look. So if you donate 1 bit, you get the VCARB badge. 1 bit is VCARB. 100 bits is Mercedes. 1K bits is Ferrari. 5K bits is McLaren. 10K bits is Red Bull. Okay, so you got the McLaren badge now. Are you a McLaren fan? Is the question. Do you live in NZ? No, I live in London now, but I grew up in New Zealand. Wow, Stroll to P6. Okay, maybe Aston Martin as bad as I thought. Alpine a worse car this weekend, I think. Alpine look terrible right now. Juliet there with the volume. Oh, just is. Forever improved a lot from the starting of the season, but goddamn, we want to race wins, not just podiums. Yeah, they're definitely improved, but their decision to go for a whole new approach with the car clearly didn't work. Unless they completely pop off at the end of the season, which is just not going to happen. Are these quality runs, you think? Yeah, it would be, because obviously this would be the equivalent time of qualifying tomorrow, so probably wanted that McLaren badge, yeah. It's good for you content-wise, though, as it's more potential viewers from the ones at course. From the course. Wait, do you mean like as in comparison to streaming at the at the track? Stroll is running upgrades. What, and Alonso isn't? Honestly, I only clicked on your live because Matt and Tommy weren't streaming, but damn, man, love the stream just as much. I really enjoyed it and feeling much more involved. You just need a teammate. Yeah, a lot of people are like, why don't you do content with Luke or watch-alongs with Luke or someone else? But it's just not my vibe. I think like Matt and Tommy or Red Flags Pod and like there's a lot of duo F1 content creators out there or groups out there. I think I just personally prefer doing stuff myself. I absolutely want to start doing more collaborative streams and collaborative content, 100%. But overall, I think I've built my stream for the last 5 years around like us, you know what I mean? And like, you guys know you come to my stream and you know that most likely I'll read your message in chat or, you know what I mean? Whereas if I added someone else to my stream or I stream with someone else, you have to like the other person. And then I feel like as well, like some people might not like the other person, and it's Matt and Tommy have done an amazing job of building their brand as them too. But I feel like I've always been solo, and I think adding someone else to my already existing stuff just wouldn't make sense because then it's just complicated, right? But I would maybe in the future look at doing something separate to my already existing stuff with someone else or other people. But I'm just not really interested. I got asked to be on to start a podcast with someone. And I wasn't against the idea. It was more just like, I just don't have the time to start or the interest in starting something new. But yeah, I think streaming with someone else. Like last year, for half the season when I wasn't streaming and I was doing watch-alongs on the couch with Luke and Hannah, I loved it. Don't get me wrong. Watching F1 with other people is so sick. Like watching any sport with other people is so sick. But you have different opinions sometimes. And like sometimes you want to talk, but you can't because you let the other person talk and stuff like that. I just love streaming solo. But yeah, I appreciate you. Wait, who wrote the message? Where is it? Oh yeah, no, it was Apex. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in, Apex. Yeah, man told me, I don't know, did they used to stream practices? Because they only stream like quality and races now. I like to try to be live for the whole weekend, so That's always been my goal, is just like cover everything about F1. Yeah, I think we'll have a lot of people from P1 on the stream this weekend, because as far as I'm aware, I don't think they're streaming this weekend. I think because they're at the track, they're just going to enjoy it. Which I've done in the past as well. You just sometimes we're at a Grand Prix, you're like, I'm just going to enjoy it. Fuck worrying about streaming. But yeah, appreciate you watching today, Apex, and thank you again for the fucking 5,000 bits. Signs again looking terrible. Yeah. 310 off of L1 right now. You, Luke, and Vic were so fun to watch together. I would have loved to have seen a one-off couch stream or something. Yeah, again, I agree it would be sick, but I feel like in terms of each other's content, or specifically, at least for myself, like, I just prefer doing stuff solo. But yeah. I like to do more collaborative stuff like that, where I just like pop on Vic's stream or pop on Luke's, or they pop on mine or whatever. Respect, I want it as well, but I ain't rich, so I got the brand, the powers are engines. Wait, what's the second part of your message? You just, and yes, McLaren fan, Australia hoping for our first world championships, Jack Brabham. Yeah, I'd love that. I think Australia would, Formula 1 would grow even more in Australia than it already, it's growing so well in Australia because of Piastri, which is so good. Dude, Ponden here in India, people focus so much on cricket and football that they just don't give a fuck about F1 and stream on any channel. I really want to watch a race live on a big screen, but our government's absolutely bullshit. Yeah, you guys used to be, F1 used to be on the Star in India, right? And then they kind of lost the rights or whatever. Yeah, Sakita, that's what happens with everyone's streams at different levels, right? Like I feel like there's 3 tiers of streaming, and there's different types of streaming. So like there's small creators who can do anything and everything they want on their stream, and they just vibe out with their viewers, and you can have like a community, and like it's focused on the community and stuff like that. But then you get to a point where like if you want to grow bigger, you kind of have to stop focusing more on niche and your community and stuff like that, and you have to kind of like focus on bringing in a wider audience. And then you kind of get to a point such as like Matt and Tommy's size, where you get so big you can't read every message in chat, you can't thank every single donor, every sub, because it's just like the stream would just become a fucking thank you stream, you know what I mean? So I feel like there's levels to it, and I really like the level I'm at. I think the level of size that my stream is at right now, I love, because it's like I can still read almost every message in chat. Maybe not during race watch alongs because it gets too crazy, but I can read almost every message in chat and like properly engage with you guys. But there's still enough messages in chat that it's always flowing and it's never dead and stuff like that. But obviously I'd love to be a bigger creator as well, but obviously that would then come with me not being able to read chat as much, and you know, it's just the way it is. But then at the same time, I also miss being a smaller creator, in the sense of I feel sometimes I have to do certain things because that's just the way I do things on my channel, and I've been doing them on my channel for years and blah, 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 blah. Whereas if you're a smaller creator, you just do whatever the fuck you want and it doesn't matter. Yeah. So put it this way, you know, like those bigger creators, if they do not read your message or they change, it's not that they want to change, it's just the way it happens, right? The bigger you get, it's the harder it is to keep up with. We lose a lot of chat interaction if there's always another person there. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, every time I have someone else on the stream, I never read chat. It's so bad. The podcast. I think adding someone else would be amazing contrast. You, a veteran fan, someone with more in-depth history. It's just about the dynamic. Yeah. I mean, I'm not obviously a veteran fan, but I do feel like I am a bit more engaged. A bit more like, I don't know how to explain it. I think a lot of people watch Formula 1 and they just like watch what they see in front of them. I like to learn about the sport as a whole and cover everything about the sport as a whole. So I don't know. I feel like someone on my vibe would work best rather than contrasting. Like, I think if you put a new fan with me, I don't think it would work. I think if you put a veteran fan with me, I don't think it would work. I think someone on my level would be cool, but again, it's not something I'm interested in doing. They just hit F1 in India. What's up, Hades? Yeah, I'd like to do that more IP fair and like more like quick calls and stuff. I'm amazed people like only Pixel manage to read chat as much as they do. Well, that's the thing. Sometimes you just gotta pick messages out of chat. I think some people, some creators, they get so big, they forget. They see so many messages in chat, they just don't read chat at all. I would like to think if I was a huge creator like some of these guys, I would still read chat. But obviously I can't read every message in chat, but I'd still read it. Only Pixel does a really, really good job. There's a platform called Fan Code, which is now has rights to F1 in India. How much does it cost, Hades? What's up, Red Eye? Good to see you, dude. I mean, Sky Sports try to make their broadcast dumbed down to reach a wider range of people watching. They don't do much for the hardcore fan, but then that pool of people is like 1% and they can watch without sound. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of people complain about Sky Sports, including myself, just because like I'm not a huge fan of the way they present the broadcast anymore. But I think the bottom line is I've been watching F1 every session, making content about it for 7 years now, 7 seasons now. I don't need Crofty to explain to me about a tire or explain this or explain that or, you know, have a dumbed down broadcast. And ever since I moved to F1 TV, it is fucking amazing. Alex Jacks's commentary to me is just so good. I just prefer him as a commentator. But Jolyon Palmer and David Coulthard's insight, don't be wrong, Martin Brundle's amazing, but they don't dumb down the broadcast. They just talk about Formula One like Formula One should be spoken about, and they just kind of expect the newer fans to learn through other series and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's where like I guess us watch-along people or YouTubers or TikTokers or whatever can come in and like, oh, I don't know what DRS is. Search it up on TikTok. There's a video about it. Or, oh, I want people who have opinions about drivers. I'm going to go watch Matt and Tommy or Ponden's driver ratings. You know what I mean? I feel like, yeah. But I agree. It's the 1% of fans at the end of the day. And it's sometimes you do have to tailor yourself to kind of like the wider audience. But that's the thing, I'd never dumb down my content for the wider fans. But like last week, and I'll probably do the same this week, I was kind of talking about a lot of things as if there was a lot of new people watching because of the F1 movie. But I think what's so good about Twitch chat is like Crofty kind of has to assume what people are thinking. Like he has to kind of think at home, oh, there might be a new fan watching right now, I'm going to explain the soft tire. Whereas with Twitch chat, if someone doesn't know something, they can ask, and then either someone in chat will help them, or the streamer can read it and be like, this is the answer. Your first race was France 1979. Damn. The Red Bull looks so shit in every corner. Yeah, it's struggling. I normally switch during the weekend between you and Matt and Tommy, you for free practices and then for quality in the race, due solely for Matt's reactions. Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Everyone prefers different vibes as well, right? I could argue to fuck with you. We'd have fun. That would be cool. That would be cool. I think you've got the just like whoever it was in chat. I think you've got that veteran knowledge of watching for ages. Now the emote spam is more valuable than the words. Look at Christian Ho's Instagram story. What's up, Crid Jokes? Wait, how have 2 of my mods just come in the chat at the same time? Was this planned? What's Christian Ho? Don't tell me he's reposted one of your... How do you spell Christian? Christian Ho. I see Christian Horner. Christian Ho. Has he reposted one of your memes or something? Christian Ho and blah, blah, blah. Qualified 11th, 12th and will start on the front row for the sprint race tomorrow. Singapore represent. He reposted you. Let's go. That's cool. It's cool when the drivers get involved with their fans. It's a good balance of being popular enough to survive on the platform and within the F1 community as a whole, and then not popular enough to be able to talk to you on it. Yeah, exactly. It's just pros and cons. There's pros and cons to every size of creator you are. And there's also, sorry, one thing I forgot to mention about the whole streaming topic is there's different types of streaming. There's streamers who just do their thing and the content's about them and they don't really engage with chat. And then there's people who are the complete opposite. So like, say like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example. Like maybe Kai Cenat doesn't really like talk to chat, but like he kind of does his thing and then chat kind of does their own thing. And then there's like more broadcast people. Like I'd say like, if anyone knows True Geordie, his boxing UFC streams, like it's literally like a Sky Sports broadcast. like 5 guys on a panel talking about the sport, but they don't really interact with chat. And then you've got the complete opposite. You've got like really community driven channels where like they have inside jokes and like they're like people in chat have, you know, like they've been watching for years and it's all about the, you know, it's like all about the community. I feel like I'm kind of in the middle where it's like I read chat, it's about the community, but also it's just like, you know, the focus is, I guess, like Formula One. It's just different types of streaming, really. Then there's like the, you know, the people who are really good at what they do and they just game or they just do whatever, and then the content's about them doing what they do best. Of course they're biased. They're going out to the UK. Alex Jax is the GOAT. F1 TV is so good. Yeah, I'm loving F1 TV this year ever since I switched on over. So I'm just catching up on the best I missed in chat right now. Cooltide used to do Channel 4 when they did live races. Yeah, so happy he's moved to F1 TV now. F1 TV is good, but I can't help but watch Sky Sports when Nico is on. Yes, Nico is great. He just says it how it is. And that's what I love about Jolie and David Coulthard as well. They're very blunt in a good way. Kalak, Chaz, Skip, and Crispy. Thank you guys for the follows. Ponden used to read every single chat I sent. This guy's become so big and famous, he never reads my... I always read messages. What do you mean? I'm always reading your messages, bro. Maybe just messages aren't good enough, so I just don't read them out loud. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? The safety car slows down in order to pick up the leaders who follow them. Oh, yeah, you're talking shit, I say. Yo, Apex Revolution! Thank you for another 600 bits, dude. I appreciate it, man. On top of your already 5,000 that you dropped before. Means a lot, dude. Really do appreciate your support today. No TTS. You didn't even add a message to that. They dumb it down so much, it's fucking infuriating. Like when they have a Danica Patrick on, I mean, they've had some weird... Having Jack Villeneuve and Danica Patrick and Damon Hill on their broadcasts, like, just because they've got racing knowledge doesn't mean they're good presenters. Damon Hill, to be honest, he's the best of the 3 that I named, but he is a bit too biased and he has some weird comments, especially on Twitter last week. What the fuck was he doing? Danica Patrick's fucking useless. She's so shit at talking. And Jack Villeneuve is trying way too hard to rage bait and like get in the headlines because he's irrelevant now. Did I just say Alex Jackson? I meant Jack Villeneuve. There's just so many great presenters out there. I would rather them go for the better presenters with less knowledge than, because they've already got Martin Brundle, they've already got Karoon, they've already got Anthony Davidson, they've already got all these people with knowledge. They got Jensen, they got Nico. Why do they need to keep going for people with experience? Go for the fucking good presenters, man. Go for the good presenters. And the thing is, I get it takes time. Bernie, I'm not gonna lie, Bernie Eccleston, she was shit in her first like 3 to 5 months on the broadcast. She was boring, and I didn't think she kind of added much to the broadcast. She's amazing now, so I know it takes time. Did I say Bernie Eccleston? I meant... Oh, fuck, I forgot her last name. Did I just say Bernie? Oh, my God. I meant Bernie, Bernie Collins. Fuck, I want to say Eccleston. So I get it takes time, but Danica's been on for way too long, and she's just so shit. Zandvoort 2022 Sky Sports. Oh, dude, the Zandvoort broadcast in 2022 was horrific. Does Kimi have a grid penalty this weekend? Yes, he's got a 3-place grid pen. Bottas will replace Colapinto? I don't think that's true. I think a lot of people don't understand roles on a broadcast and expect everyone to be an expert. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like Crofty, people think Crofty is dumb. He's actually so smart because he knows, he plays the dumb fan. He plays the new fan. He asks questions that the new fans want. So yeah, he does his job really, really well. For me, it's more just like back during testing, like they'd start waffling about some random shit, and then like Alex Jackson, Will Buxton would come on, and they were just so good, man. That was so good. You love the random rambling from Crofty? See, I don't, man. I don't know what it is. It just like there's so much to talk about in a Grand Prix weekend, and they start waffling about some random shit. I'm like, what? This ain't a Twitch stream, bruh. It's so good when Max gets shit talk because most of the time he earns it. He's an amazing driver, but is such a dick. Wait, what? Oddly, Danica is an excellent broadcaster. You think she's good, Red Eye? Really? See, every time I watch her, like, she's so painful to listen to. I feel like her knowledge, the way she, I think her knowledge of Formula One lacks. Like, yes, she's obviously got experience in motorsport, but I think her knowledge of Formula One lacks. And then the way she talks about the knowledge she does have just comes across so amateur-y to me. And like, she just rambles and then has like no point. And then I feel like she always tries to disagree with the amount of times she disagrees with Jensen or with Nico or Martin. And I'm just like, how are you disagreeing with a driver who's driven an F1 car? That makes no sense. Like Canada, she said Canada's an easy to drive track. And Jensen's like, no, it's hard. And she's like, no, but like what I mean is like, it's easy in the sense of like, you don't have to attack that much. And Jensen's like, Canada's one of the tracks you attack the most at. Hill got nuked. Is he not on it anymore? I thought he was. I agree. Crofty has definitely not improved in the last few years, and thus Alex Jack's a new benchmark for play-by-play. Yeah. I think Crofty is the best at hyping up a moment. I think Alex is the best at giving context during a moment and just consistent commentary over the course of an entire weekend. I think Crofty's been making a lot of mistakes as well. Woman in the kitchen, right? Me saying Danica Patrick is shit at her job has nothing to do with her being a woman. Just like I think Jack Villeneuve is also shit, in my opinion. It has nothing to do with that. I just think she's a shit presenter. I thought she was decent on the IndyCar broadcast when I watched. She just has no knowledge of Formula One, and when she does say anything, it's always just stupid. And the way she talks is very like, yeah, so I think like Max Verstappen, the way he just drives the car so well. You know what I mean, Jensen? Like, he comes around the corner with so much speed. And like, from my time being a driver, it's so important to have that confidence. And like, I do wonder, like, I wonder what he ate for breakfast because he's just on it today. Ha 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 ha. I don't know. It's just like, so it's like waffle. It's like she's trying to come up with things to say. Crofty is there to be the fan, to be the fan lesson. He bridges the gap so well. Yeah, I agree. I'm so far down on chat now. Okay, I'm just gonna scroll to catch up now. Danica is there to engage the American audiences, but maybe. But I feel like the thing is though, the people I see complain about Danica the most are women, and I think some of the people who complain about Danica the most are also American. They dumb it down so much, it's infuriating. Like when they have Danica Patrick on, just because she knows there are so many females that should be there in her place, but she knows want to blow my brains out when she talks. What? Pull up Chazmat's logs. What is happening? Max is so bad. Oscar is being absolutely cooked by Lando. Lando is cooking Oscar. Chaz, chill out, bro. Chill out. I don't know what the fuck's happening. As I said, as a broadcaster, Danica is good. As a person on F1 shows, she's useless. Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe you're right. I was gonna say I disagree with broadcaster personally, but then again, she was actually decent on IndyCar. So, oh, Danica is a decent speaker, but she's a terrible sport driver because she has no knowledge. Ever since I heard she made Lizard podcast as well, I was like, what the fuck? Why is Sky Sports even backing this person? All right. Practice 2 comes to an end. Honestly, again, another banging session. So much to fucking talk about. So many good conversations as well. That practice 2 has somehow finished. And I didn't even realize. So, Norris at the top, 2/10 over the Ferraris, but the Ferraris ahead of Piastri. Now, did Piastri not get a lap in? Or is Norris just locked in this weekend? Verstappen found a little bit of form back. Not great, but P5. Antonelli, then Stroll best of the rest. Then Russell. Hadron Lawson in the top 10 again. Albon, Alonso, Bortoletto, Ocon, Sonoda, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Behrman, Colapinto. Worst car this weekend is 100% Alpine. Best of the rest, I think, is still probably VCarb at this stage. I think P1, McLaren, P2, Ferrari. P3, I think it's going to be between Verstappen and the Mercedes, obviously. But yeah, this session wasn't maybe as interesting as FP1 because, I mean, Norris topped the session. But I think it just goes to show he is the favorite this weekend coming into qualifying. He needs to pull it together. Do you think rain will come for quali? It looks less likely today. But coming into the weekend, it looked like it was going to rain Saturday, Sunday. Erwin, name of the volley. As much as I don't want to say it, Alpine will not be scoring points this weekend unless we race like 2020 Tuscany again. Yeah, I think they're gonna be very on and off. Like, I think they're gonna be either worst team of the weekend or like best of the rest some weekends. I think some tracks would just suit them so well. I mean, for the most part, that's mostly what the midfield is like. But specifically Alpine, Haas, and Sauber, it's like some weekends they'll be good, some weekends they'll be bad, and then Williams and VCarb and Aston are probably always going to be there. Well, specifically Alonso, maybe not Aston as a whole, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Stroll's so good in practice and then just completely falls off in quality. Like, he'll probably go in Q1 again. All right, we compare the channel point predictions for Norris. Well done, everyone who predicted that right. But yeah, guys, that wraps up FP2. Thank you all for watching. We're going to stay live for a little bit longer, so stick around. But if you enjoyed, hit the follow button down below. We go live every single... we do watch-alongs for every single Grand Prix weekend, for every session. So join me tomorrow for FP3 and qualifying, as well as the F2 sprint race, as well as the race on Sunday. If you're watching on TikTok or YouTube right now, come join us on Twitch. We are always live every single weekend, throughout the weekend. So come join us. Yeah, wait for all the cars to get back in the garage. But, yeah. I love Lando Monaco 21, my first race ever. I've been a Lando fan. So you'd be cheering him on to win that, championship this year. Red Bull sometimes may be good, sometimes maybe shit. Exactly. Who looked better, Lando or Piastri? Lando's looked better both sessions. But again, I don't know what the runs were looking like, though. Like, if Piastri didn't get a run in. Interesting. Leclerc's saying they still need work on the quali setup, but race feels good. They only finished 14 seconds. Only 14 seconds behind McLaren last week, which is really good, to be honest, for how dominant McLaren has been. You know, I think, put it this way, Ferrari in a position where if McLaren have a problem, Ferrari can capitalize on it. Whereas the start of the season, that was not the case at all. And if Leclerc or Lewis can pull something out their ass in quality, maybe they could qualify in front and have the pace to hold them off. Any chance William on a podium? No, I don't even think they're best of the rest this weekend. I think VCarb are looking better right now. Minis. Q3 potential, though. As Oscar fan, Norris is faster, but he cracks under pressure. He has been faster 80% of the session. Yeah, so I mean, the talking point this weekend is Norris. The hype around Norris is insane this weekend. From himself, from his fans, and from the British media. Everyone is expecting Lando to win this weekend, and ultimately wants Lando to win this weekend. But he crumbles under pressure. Is he going to try too hard to win? Or is he going to try so hard to win that he's going to be unstoppable? That's what we need to keep our eye out for. So tomorrow's quality is going to be very interesting. And then in the race as well. If he wins, love it. Happy he finally wins at home. If he doesn't, it's going to be a big talking point, I think. God, the Chrome McLaren is so good. Why don't they just keep the Chrome, man? Why don't they keep the Chrome? Whoever it was made a good point in chat before about how it felt too corporate, but I love the Chrome and orange, man, and papaya. They need it. I feel like they should keep that. I feel like they should keep that more. Oscar's that kind of driver who pulls out the most unexpected overtakes of all time. Yeah, he's amazing. Do you do iRacing? I used to do iRacing for like 2 years, back in 21, 22. And then I started to focus more on F1 content and the F1 game. And then I had some problems with my rig. And yeah, I haven't played since. I basically won the Watkins Glen 6 hour. And then I haven't played since. I love iRacing. It's genuinely so fucking fun. And I should play it more, considering how much I love it. But I think because I just focus more on F1 stuff, I just haven't had... I think the thing with iRacing is you need to put a lot of time into iRacing to be good. And with most of my focus being on real life F1 and the F1 game, it doesn't leave me enough time to play iRacing. So yeah, I'd like to get back into it, but it's just hard. The return of iRacing during the F1 summer break. Potentially. We'll see how I feel. I think, obviously, we started off the year really strong with the consistency of streams, but over the last maybe like month or two, I've been a bit on and off just with the breaks of the F1 calendar and so much happening, but I was really consistent with the release of F1 games, so hopefully during the summer break I stick to consistency, and maybe iRacing will allow me to stick to that consistency. But yeah, anyways, FP2 is done, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the follow button down below. YouTube, I'm going to end the stream there. Come join us on Twitch. We're going to be staying live for a little bit longer. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow for FP3. Have a great day, morning, evening, night, whatever it may be. Catch you later, YouTube. Bye-bye.